Hello everyone, welcome back to the Geek Blend. I'm Jeff and welcome to another Zack Snyder's Justice League video. Today we're going to get into the first look at Jared Leto Joker from the Nightmare sequence in Zack Snyder's Justice League that was released today by Vanity Fair, and there's a little bit in the article that we're going to get into. And if you want to go into Zack Snyder's Justice League with no inclination of what's going to happen or where things are going to take place, I would suggest maybe not watching the video. If you don't care, because in the Vanity Fair article they do spoil a few things, and we're going to go through it. It is public knowledge that the article is available out there, so I know it's there, but there will be some things in it that if you don't want to go in knowing anything at all, then you might not want to watch this, and you might want to come back after the movie's release and maybe come back and watch this or not. But if you don't care about being spoiled about a few things that are in the movie, some few details, then continue forward with me as we look at Jared Leto's new look in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And boy, it is fantastic in my opinion. I saw this online today, and at first, before I saw like the official accounts that were tweeting it or that came from Vero or Vanity Fair, I was like, is this like photoshopped or somebody do this? Because it looks really good. And then I realized it was not. It's really released by Vanity Fair. Zack Snyder retweeted the article from Vanity Fair, and I was like, okay, cool. So this is for real. Also, I was watching Grace Randolph's video earlier, and I want to reiterate something she said. If you really want Zack Snyder's Snyderverse to continue, Jared Leto's Joker apparently is the key to all this. I definitely would maybe put some stock into that, because she did say that weekend that everybody tweeted it out, like the 19th, I believe it was, that everybody tweeted out release the Snyder Cut was a big deal, and if you want them to hear you, this is the best way to do it. If you want the Snyderverse to continue, Jared Leto Joker is apparently the key to all of this, and I believe Ben Affleck's Batman is as well. Zack Snyder's involvement with Jared Leto, I believe, is what has really helped his revitalize his interest in the character. I've seen him in interviews recently for The Little Things on HBO Max, and where he's talked about how much he loves working with Zack Snyder and how amazing Zack Snyder is. So I would love to see them get together for a Joker project, which would be fantastic, because apparently what he shot was really, really well done. There's some people apparently behind the scenes that have already seen some things. So I think Grace Randolph is one of those, because I believe she saw this Joker image before it was officially released, and she even said, people are seeing Joaquin Phoenix Joker or Heath Ledger's Joker in that like blurred out image we got, but she said, keep an eye out. It is something different. And she was correct. It is definitely different. So let's go ahead, jump into the Vanity Fair article right now, and we'll talk about it. Okay, this is the first look at Jared Leto's Joker in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now I'm going to scroll through the images. They won't be like in the middle of the screen. Like they'll probably go through where you won't see the whole thing at once, but I will put the images on screen for you guys to see while I'm talking, so it'll cut away from me so you can see the full image in all its glory. Let's go ahead and get into this article. We're going to talk about this and a couple other things involving Zack Snyder's Justice League in this video, not just Joker, but it's going to be mostly about that. The trailer is this Sunday. I'm hoping. Apparently, Jared Leto's Joker is in the trailer from what I've heard going around. Just a little snippet of it, just enough. And I want to get into the article now, and then we'll go through everything else. In two exclusive images, the villain is more of a walking nightmare than the tattooed crime lord Leto played before. Now, in Suicide Squad, of course, Jared Leto had his role as the Joker, and even he said, and David Ayer said, that a lot of his stuff ended up on the cutting room floor because Warner Brothers hired that company, the trailer company, come in and recut the movie after they did a bunch of reshoots. Now, I will say this about Jared Leto's Joker. The little tiny bit I did see, I actually didn't mind it. I thought his craziness kind of came out. And people talk about his laugh, and if you don't like his laugh, if you know the story, he was walking the streets in Canada where they were shooting or where they were getting ready to shoot, and he was testing out different laughs. He was going around laughing around regular people, and he would pick out the laugh that creeped people out the most. And this one apparently was the laugh that creeped people out the most, and I didn't mind it. But if this Zack Snyder's Justice League does really, really well, like we think it's going to, then we might even see the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad, and we might actually get to see more of his performance, because I don't think you can judge him on the small amount you saw him in that movie. There was barely anything from him. Of course, in the extended cut, there was a tiny little bit more, and it was pretty good. The motorcycle scene between him and Harley in the street, I really enjoyed that scene. I hope there's more of that. I hope there's more of them in Arkham, because I think there's a lot more from what we saw in the original Comic-Con first look with much darker tone that we're going to get in David Ayer's Suicide Squad if we actually get that, and I'm looking forward to that. So make sure you guys are tweeting that out as well. Release the Ayer cut, because they are watching. They are paying attention. After this, and us getting this, they're paying attention to all of it now. So definitely keep going with that. Here is the first image. And I will tell you right now, that is absolutely fantastic. I've seen people online talk about how scary it looks and how, like, it's pretty creepy looking. I will agree with that. Absolutely will agree. But it looks fantastic in my opinion. I really, really like that quite a bit. Photo by Zack Snyder. Let's go ahead and talk about this here. Let's get into it. It says, what becomes of a prophet of mayhem in a world that has already fallen apart? Maybe he just lurks among the other nightmares in their blighted landscape. Maybe he has indulged all of his most bloodthirsty impulses to the point of boredom. Maybe he hunts down those striving for order until he finds someone still capable of being hurt. This is the Joker as he appears in Zack Snyder's new Justice League, an entirely new element the filmmaker decided to add as he completed his original vision of the DC Comics team-up. So this Jared Leto stuff that he shot back in the fall, like late fall, early winter, is an add-on on top of the 4 hours we're already going to get. So it's probably going to be about 4 hours and 5 minutes or so without credits. But yes, this was added. Okay, it even says right here, Jared Leto's Crown Prince was not part of Snyder's original plan before walking away from the movie in 2017 amid a clash with Warner Brothers leadership and grief over a family tragedy. But when HBO Max offered him the chance to finalize his own cut of the movie, the director had a few things he wanted to add to the long-awaited Snyder Cut. Batman's nemesis was one of them. Zack says, the Joker is really the only thing that I thought of in retrospect. But I will say that it was always my intention to bring Joker into that world. And after that, of course, we get another image of Joker. There we go. I mean, this looks like really, really awesome, guys. In my opinion, going the really terrifying route with him is the best way to go. And we don't see tattoos on him. People have zoomed in. There are 4K images online. You go to Vanity Fair's website and you save the image, or you open in a new tab and you see it's a massive image. It's a very, very, very good image, and it's very detailed. So if you go through and look at it, you can't see his tattoos. Some people said they can see marks where his tattoos were. Really, really cool. Really cool. When he first began working on DC films a decade ago, Snyder thought he would eventually bring the villain into conflict with Batman in a later project. But after his falling out with the studio, he realized that probably would never happen. Instead, when given the opportunity to finally finish Justice League his way for HBO Max, he asked for additional photography to fit Joker into the 4-hour event debuting March 18th. The only real rule about depicting Joker on screen is that you have to put your own twist on the monster. Variation is not just allowed, but expected. Exactly. In this case, Snyder chose to cast his Joker as Leto, who played the part in an entirely different form in David Ayer's Suicide Squad in 2016, which, of course, as we know, is considered part of the Snyderverse. Gone are the face tattoos and slick-back emerald undercut hairstyle of that movie, replaced by a visage that looks like a creature who crawled out of the basement of a long-abandoned insane asylum. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. That's right. Leto is wearing a hospital gown and surgical mask in the photo Snyder released exclusively to Vanity Fair, which the director says is probably a remnant of his escape into the wild when the world fell. In some of his Justice League scenes, Leto's Joker also sports a bulletproof vest festooned with grimy law enforcement badges. He has tons of badges, Snyder said. Those are his trophies. Now, guys, this is where we're going to get into some spoilers for the film. It even has a spoiler warning before the article. So if you don't want to be spoiled, maybe click away until I'm past this article in the video. Spoiler warning. Joker appears in the new film during a sequence set on a ruined Earth after the alien tyrant Darkseid invades and decimates the planet. It's a dream sequence, a psychic vision experienced by Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne that reveals what will happen if the superheroes fail to stop the onslaught. Joker is sort of the ghost of Christmas yet to come, supplying motivation through terror. We're going to see more of the nightmare sequence that we saw in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, of course. The cool thing about the scene is that it's Joker talking directly to Batman about Batman. Snyder said, it's Joker analyzing Batman about who he is and what he is. That's the thing I also felt like fans deserve from the DC universe. That is to say, the Jared Leto Joker and the Ben Affleck Batman, they never really got together. It seemed uncool to me that we would make it all the way through this incarnation of Batman and Joker without seeing them come together. And I will say, as you noticed me going through this article, I'm smiling ear to ear because this is what I've wanted to see. When they cast Jared Leto and we saw him as the Joker, I'm like, man, eventually when those two clash, it's going to be epic. And the fact that they get a scene together in this is just incredible. The fact that we are going to see these two face to face, it's about fucking time. We want to see the Snyderverse extended on HBO Max. I think it's a really good home for it to kind of continue these stories. Snyder already had a history devised in his head. The scene explains why Bruce had the Joker card taped to his gun that you see in Batman v Superman. The director says of his 2016 film, which also hinted that the Joker murdered the Cape Crusader's sidekick by showing the absent Robin's armor spray painted with, haha, joke's on you, Batman, on the Robin costume. I actually have a shirt that was released during Batman v Superman. It's a black shirt, but with the spray painted, haha, joke's on you, like Batman. It's an official shirt. It's really cool. I'd always wanted to explore the death of Robin, Snyder said, and if there was ever going to be a next movie, which of course there probably won't be, I wanted to do a thing where in flashbacks we learn how Robin died, how Joker killed him, and burned down Wayne Manor. And that whole thing that happened between he and Bruce. Now, I've seen some people talking about the Wayne Manor since Batman v Superman, and I've heard a few people say that they think the Joker burned down Wayne Manor after killing Robin, and they were spot on. Spot on. But wow, to be able to like hear a little bit about this back and forth, and then hopefully we can get the Snyderverse to continue, guys. We can eventually see some of this shit. That'd be great. The director's plan was to show how they became like this, how he hurt him in a way that no one has really. Other than losing his parents, it was probably the most significant personal injury to his life. That's the role this new Joker sequence will fulfill in Justice League. But those seeking continuity may have questions. What happened since we last saw this Joker in Ayer's film? Is there tattoo removal in the Apocalypse? I would say that there's been some water under the bridge. Who knows what's happened, Snyder said. I don't know if he's wearing makeup. I don't know what's happening. It's hard to say exactly. And then they go on to say, you can interpret that to mean Snyder just liked it better this way. His version of Justice League will exist on its own, making use of some material from other DC movies, but standing alone as kind of an Elseworlds tale. As Joker might advise, just roll with the chaos. Now, yes, this can be considered an Elseworlds tale, but Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, and the first Wonder Woman, and technically Aquaman are all part and have connected to this. Depending on what changes when we see, that might be a possibility where it does set it even more in its own Elseworlds thing. I will say this. Continue to tweet everything out. Let them know you want to see this because they are watching and they are fucking listening to us all the time. Keep it going. Keep it going. Every day I see trending. This was trending all day today. I think it still is at this time of recording. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I believe it's down there a ways, but I'm pretty sure it's still trending at some point. But yes, so if you guys want to see the Snyderverse continued, keep letting them know. But if it comes out on physical media, buy it. If it gets in theaters, go see it over and over again. Let them know we want more of this. And like I said earlier, I think HBO Max is the perfect place to let Snyder, like give him a sandbox to play in. Snyder's DC universe could be HBO Max's version of The Mandalorian or the MCU. Disney Plus has both of those. This could be their big thing, the Snyderverse, coming to HBO Max. That could be their thing. Have Ayer Cut, have a Batfleck series, have a Joker series where he eventually, conflicts with Batman. Bring Harley Quinn in, bring Wonder Woman, bring them all in. Like do something with Superman. Like have something, let him do Justice League 2 as well. Like let it continue. I think it will, and I do really think it will. The time and money they're giving to him to get this done doesn't seem like that's something they would invest in if they didn't want it to move forward if it did well. That is the look at this amazing Jared Leto Joker from Zack Snyder's Justice League. It looks great. I will say this. If you look at the hallway here, or what he's standing in here, I'm not sure what it is. We go over to Zack Snyder's Vero. There it is. So that's the same hallway. We know right there that Joker is in front of him. This is like a lot of people thought that there was somebody in front of him or he was doing something in this. the Joker is in front of him here. We're going to see that, guys. We're going to fucking see Ben Affleck's Batman with Jared Leto's Joker, like, in a scene together. Let that shit sink in. Wow. Oh my God, I'm so fucking pumped for this. Wow. All right. Also, I wanted to say really quickly before we end the video, I'm going to leave a link in the description for this. Okay, this is Ink to the People. This is where all of the shirts that I've gotten, all of us wearing these awesome, like, Snyders, like Zack Snyder's Justice League stuff, it's here on Ink to the People. I believe some of these are still printing. Like, you can still get the All the Gods stuff, the Art Center fundraiser that he did, where it has all the different things from his movies. The Zack Snyder Justice League beanies are still available as well, and I believe the football is available as well. I'll try to find that real quick. But the All the Gods shirt is still available. On the back of it, it says, "All the gods, all the heavens, all the hells are within you." It's a Joseph Campbell quote. Really awesome shirt. This is meant to depict, like, his Snyderverse and everything, how it's connected and stuff. Like, yeah, it's if you really look into this, this is all connected, and, like, it's supposed to be all of his together. When Justice League was done and all of his other stuff was done, it was going to be like all this was, like, kind of told the story. And here is the mini football that he released on Sunday after he showed the little clip for Super Bowl Sunday, and then for the big game. It's a mini football. It's got the cut. It has Snyder on it. It's the Justice League logo. It's got director. It's got his signature above it. $25 for mini football. You can add more to the donation. All the proceeds go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. That's what it is. All of the money goes directly to that. It is a fundraiser. So a really good cause, and it'll help raise more money that we've already made. I think it's over $500,000 that the Snyder Cut movement has put towards the AFSP. So you guys are awesome. Everybody who's bought anything and given to the cause, you're fantastic. It really is a great cause. It really is. That will do it for this video. I want to know from you guys below, what do you think about this first look of Jared Leto's Joker in Zack Snyder's Justice League? I'm one of the people who have, like, really researched this, and I kind of know a lot of stuff that we're going to see in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Not everything, of course, because 4 hours is 4 hours. That's a lot of stuff. I mean, we've seen a lot of storyboards over the years, but, you know, since he left the project, all kinds of, like, photos of stuff that he had done, like in black and white, all kinds of shots we've seen over the last few years since we got the announcement for this, and he just continued afterwards. And we're going to see more and more and more leading up to the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League on March 18th of this year on HBO Max. Also, this Sunday, don't forget the trailer will be out. 9:14 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:14 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is my time. Of course, 12:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get a time converter and check and see where it's also available in your area so you can take a look at it. I will either be streaming on this channel or on someone else's channel to react to the trailer. So keep an eye on my Twitter for that. If I'm streaming on this channel, you'll see it on Twitter and on the community tab, so you can get that information there. I will also be doing a video where I will react and break it down a little bit more and kind of go through it with you guys and discuss it, because I think it's going to be a decently long trailer, to be honest. So I'm really excited for it. I can't wait for Sunday. Can't get here soon enough. But again, you guys are going to see a lot more of the Snyder videos from me, so keep an eye out for more. If you're new to the channel and you're joining me for the first time because you're searching for Zack Snyder's Justice League, subscribe. I would really appreciate that very much. And of course, hit that bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on everything we do here on the Geek Blend. I do appreciate that, and welcome everybody who's just seen my videos for the first time. Links down in the description below also for Discord, all our social media links, and of course all the ways you can support the channel. You can also become a channel member. Hit that join button below. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. That helps us out quite a bit. And I want to say thank you to all of my current channel supporters. You guys are amazing, and all your names will be scrolling in the outro at the end of the video like normal. And again, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about this, what you think of Joker look, what do you think. I want to hear from you guys as always, so let me know down there. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. I'm Jeff. This is the Geek Blend, and remember, if you geek about it, we speak about it. Until next time, later. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. And I want to say a special thank you to all of my current channel supporters. You guys mean a lot to me, and I wanted to say thank you. And if you want to become a channel supporter, you can find all the links in the description below. Thank you very much. Hope you all have a great day. See you in the next video.